talk about it. I told y'all Trump would mess everything up. It's his fault. It's his fault. Yeah, Jalen Brunson didn't pass the ball. He shot twice as much as everybody else. OG Anunoby had 28 points and 13 shots. Jalen Brunson had 32 points and 25 shots. It was like he was trying to win MVP. It's not how they played the first two games. But it's all about Trump. Trump ruined this. President Donald Trump showed up here and disrupted the vibe, disrupted the momentum, disrupted everything. And the New York Knicks faltered because of it. It's all his fault. That's all I have to say.
It was, I think, mostly cheers. It was loud and it was very enthusiastic.
Mr. President, ESPN commentator Stephen A. Smith, who was talking about running for president, said he would blame you if the Knicks lost the game. How do you respond to that?
I think he's a nice guy, but you need a certain aptitude to run for president. You need a high IQ. I'm not sure that Stephen has that. I don't think he does, actually.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Oh hell, guess who just responded live on television on ESPN to President Trump? I tell you, the civil war between these two have started. Trump versus Stephen A. Smith. And I told y'all this was coming after Stephen A. Smith started this past week saying, Trump, do not show up to game 3 of the finals. You're going to make the New York Knicks lose. And this is why I was rooting for a win last night. And we lost by 4 points to the Spurs. I mean, and, you know, it has completely broke the internet, blew the top off. Everybody's talking about it right now. What do y'all think? There's a lot of cheering, a lot of booing. A lot of people love that President Trump went to the game. There's some people that are pissed off that Trump went, called it an inconvenience. They had to do everything else. They made things higher and ran the money out of the place and out of the city. You know, it's just Trump bad. Everything's negative, bad, bad, bad. It's all the big bad orange man fault. We blame one man for a team losing. How do you feel about that, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know, how do you feel about Trump going to the finals? But we know how Stephen A. Smith feels about it. So here's his response after Trump was asked by a reporter last night, you know, how does he feel about Stephen A. making these comments? And Trump says, you know, he's a low IQ, and then, oh, he wants to be president? I don't know about that. He needs a high IQ. He does not have a high IQ. He has a low IQ. And we know Stephen A. Smith, Mr. Flip-Flops. A lot of y'all call him Mr. Flip-Flops. We know how he's like in the middle. And then he goes, oh, I'm a Democrat, though. Democrat. And one day he's praising Trump. We've seen in the past. He loves this. He's very conservative on this end. Conservative with his money. You know, he loves that Trump did this, then this. Then the next day he hates that Trump did this and that. So he's very back and forth, you know, playing both sides. But here's what he said in response to Trump calling him low IQ.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Our president showed up in New York City last night. And needless to say, what I feared would happen ended up happening. The New York Knicks lost. And obviously, I'm blaming him. Why am I blaming him, ladies and gentlemen? It's very, very simple. Because the president disrupted our mojo. I've said this on many occasions over the last 24 hours, and I'm saying it again. The man messed things up. Now, why did I bring this up? Why was it important for me to discuss this? There's several reasons. Number one, New York Knicks haven't won a title since 1973. At that time, our president was 26 years of age. He was not a toddler. He was not a child. He was there. He was there in 70 when Willis Reed walked through the tunnel. He was there in 1973 when Walt Clyde Frazier dropped 30 plus in a game 7. He knows over the last 53 years, we haven't had a moment to celebrate since that period in time. And he knows how miserable New York fans have been. Why? Because he's a Queens native. He's from this area. He knows exactly what New Yorkers have been through, and he didn't care. Why would I bring up the importance of him not caring? Because, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, 3,578,599 people in the state of New York voted for this man. That equated to 43.3%. Was it enough to win New York from an electoral college standpoint? No, but it was enough to give the Republican Party about a 10% jump over the Democrats in terms of what it was compared to 2020. New Yorkers have looked out for this man. I thought he was supposed to be looking out for us. He wants to sit up there and talk about my low IQ. We'll get to that in a second, because that part really made me laugh. But wait for that. Instead, let me stick to the New York Knicks for a quick second here. Not only did we lose the game, did you see traffic? Did you see the watch party that wasn't outside of Madison Square Garden? Did you see thousands upon thousands of faithful New York Knicks fans that were forced to remove themselves from the area? They're going to sit there and tell you there was some condensed area that was blocked off. I was on 25th Street. I couldn't get through it with my car. I was on 39th Street. I saw cars that couldn't get through. From 6th Avenue to 9th Avenue, you had people complaining about how hectic it was because this barricade, this blockage, this wall that was being built by folks for the garden because of the climate that existed. Somehow, some way, it was there to protect him. And guess what he was doing during the game, ladies and gentlemen? Go online, look at the videos. I'm not going to accuse him of snoring because I wasn't in earshot. But the brother wasn't awake. He wasn't awake.
And it's a disgrace, man. We all played those clips last night, and they were blurring out. People were AI editing stuff, you know. We see Trump moving his eyes as he still looks asleep on the thing, you know, because it's so blurred out. They have I told you, any angle they put on Trump with his eyelids, I mean, he automatically looks like he's fell asleep, you know. I tell you, man, come on, Stephen A. We got to do better, man. We do, you know. But I told y'all, every single week is going to be a Trump sleeping viral moment that they're just gonna continue to post. They're gonna continue to post. I'll tell you, Trump can't come out with a wrinkle in his suit jacket, and it's the end of the world.
If it was that important for you to be there, why did you look like you were asleep? Didn't you call our former President Joe Biden Sleepy Joe? Or what should we call you? Because you weren't awake. Meanwhile, the New York Knicks were blowing Game 3. Meanwhile, the New York Knicks, a team you pretend love, a team that you had season tickets to, a team that you have supported throughout the years, you turned your back on them. That's what you did for your own selfish, narcissistic motives. I told you if you showed up, what could potentially happen. And it ended up happening. And now the New York Knicks have to go back to San Antonio. Why? For Game 5. Why? Because you got in the way for your own selfish motives.
Oh boy. What do y'all think of that, ladies and gentlemen? What do y'all think of that? You know,
has no business showing up in
this is what started it.
New York City. I am dead serious. President has no business showing up in New York City. I am dead serious. It is selfish. It is narcissistic. It is ridiculous that he is coming to this game. I would say the same thing if it were Obama, George W., Clinton. I don't give a damn. We went back to Reagan. This is not a football stadium in some space in Texas where you got a whole bunch of outlays and all of this. This is the Garden. This is Midtown Manhattan. You have any idea what the congestion is going to be like in New York City here?
So that's what started it, man. And people were calling Stephen A. Smith a massive hypocrite. But we'll see how this plays out, man. And I know Stephen A. Smith says outside of ESPN, he's going to really give his comment on Trump calling him a low IQ. He can only say so much on ESPN. So we're going to be looking for that second response from Stephen A. Smith. But a reporter asked Trump, will you go to another game? And Zelensky says, we're busy with a lot of important stuff right now. Trump says, like a war. But it says, will you go to the fifth game? But we'll see, ladies and gentlemen, if Trump will go to another game. We'll bring that update, but again, Trump says basically Stephen A. Smith is not smart enough to be president, and that was his response. And there's another response coming, so we'll see.
New Yorkers appeal to New Yorkers will come a little bit later. More extensive analysis of your betrayal to New Yorkers will come a little bit later on my own platform outside of New York City. NES.
Oh boy. But y'all wait with your thoughts, man. This thing is getting spicier and spicier and spicier by the minute, man. Trump lives rent-free in people's heads, man. Trump has changed the game forever. He has changed the world of politics forever, man. And I'm here for it. Yay! I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, family.